Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new then welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe down below before you leave because I would highly appreciate it. Today's video is going to be my updated palette collection. I did do this video a long time ago. I don't even know, like, was it 2016? I don't know. But I'm doing an updated one. Since then, I've gotten rid of a lot of palettes. I've gotten new palettes. So I just figured, you know, like, eyeshadow palettes are my favorite makeup product to buy. So I figured, why not do an updated palette collection since I enjoyed palettes so much? Without further ado, there's hair in my mouth. Without further ado, let's get right into this. I'm not gonna go through deeply each individual palette, you know, but this one I will go deep into because it's my favorite palette. Okay, this is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I did a kind of soft look, soft in my opinion anyway. And yeah, she's pretty beat up and used, and I do love this palette. It's so blendable. I love the color scheme. I love the formula. I love it. This palette is just my favorite. I'm just gonna go through these three real quickly because it's in the Renaissance Anastasia family here. So I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. Why is that brush in there? I usually just like take the brushes out and put them with the rest of my brushes. But yeah, I have this. I haven't really used it much, to be completely honest with you. I don't know what's going on with that shade right there. I don't know, it looks like it's sealed over. Yeah, I haven't really used this too much, but I need to because I love the formula of these palettes. I also have the Subculture by Anastasia. Again, another brush in there. I love the colors of this palette. I just don't reach for it as much, and honestly, I have no reason as to why. I just have so many eyeshadow palettes and so many palettes I get stuck using repetitively that a lot of these just get lost in the mix, but it is a beautiful palette. And then last but not least, from Anastasia, I have the Soft Glam palette. This one I do use often. As you can probably tell, well, I can tell in real life anyway, but it's pretty messy, it's pretty used. I do love this palette, very wearable, and the shades blend beautifully. I love this palette. This one and Modern Renaissance are my favorite by Anastasia. I also want to get the Norvina palette, so that is on my list. Next up, I have the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. This palette's pretty boring. I never ever use it, but my mom is in love with it. She uses this quite often, so it gets some wear, but I mean, gets some use out of it. But yeah, I don't really use it. It's not something I look at and gravitate towards, if that makes sense. Like, it's just boring. No offense, Tarte, but yeah. But the packaging is super cute. I have the Juvia's Place, the Saharan palette. I used to have all Juvia's Place palettes, but I did sell a couple of them just because I wasn't reaching for them, and I figured it's time for them to go to a better home. Juvia's Place makes beautiful eyeshadows. I don't know. Again, it's just one of those that just gets lost in the mix. Next, I have this Aphrodite palette by Bad Habit Beauty. Again, don't use it much. I use about like 3 eyeshadow palettes in rotation, and all the rest of them just kind of get like lost in the shuffle. So like, I need to start using more of my eyeshadow palettes instead of sticking to my 3 main ones. You can get it on Hush Beauty. I did a whole Hush haul if you want to see that. That was a fun one. I also have the NYX Air Palette. I used to use this one a lot, actually. I would usually blend these 2 shades in my crease, and then I would blend this blue on my lower lash line, and then that would be my look. I don't really reach for it anymore, but I'm gonna keep it because this is such a beautiful palette. Just look at that. But this is limited edition, I believe. I don't believe they sell these anymore, unfortunately. I wish they did. Next up, I have the Too Faced White Peach and Just Peachy Mattes palettes. Don't really use this one too much. This is the White Peach palette. I don't know, the colors don't really interest me. It does smell like peaches though, which is fun. But I don't know, again, just one of those palettes. It just gets lost in the shuffle. I know I sound very repetitive by saying that, but it's the truth. It is the truth. So smells so good though. This one I much prefer over the White Peach palette, the Just Peachy Mattes. I love the colors in this. This was a palette I used a lot when I had my bright red hair because I felt like it complemented my red hair with the warm peachy undertones of this palette, and then obviously my warm bright red hair. Also smells really good. Next I have the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. This is her right here. They are beautiful, beautiful shimmers. Like, this palette is, their shimmers are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't reach for it. You know, same reason as the other ones. I don't know. Just gets lost in the shuffle, but they are beautiful shimmers, and I do highly recommend this palette. I think it's very underrated. Plus, look at this packaging, you guys. It is so cute. Really quickly, I just want to mention 2 products I have been loving recently, and these were sent to me, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always going to be honest with you guys, okay? Alright, so let's just get that out of the way. Anyway, I have here the Marc Daniels Go Curly Enhanced Define Curls Gel. This isn't going to work if you have straight hair, naturally straight hair. I mean, as you can tell, I clearly do not have naturally straight hair. This is my natural hair. I haven't brushed it. I haven't done anything to it but put it half up. But I love, love, love using this on my very wavy, curly hair. It just makes it have so much more volume. It looks more put together, and I don't know, I just really like this stuff, and I have been using it quite a bit, so I figured I'd mention it in this video. There is a link down below. It is not an affiliate link or anything like that, but if you wanted to go check this out, the link is down below. And also I have this Sand and Sky Australian Pink Clay Flash Perfection Exfoliating Treatment. Now, I have used this quite a bit, and I love how gentle it is on the skin. It's not a very rough exfoliator. See, like, you can see it there, like, it's not, you see those little like black specks in there? That's where the exfoliating magic happens. But yeah, it's not too rough on my skin, and I love using this whenever I take baths, and I take baths all the time, so you know, it is a nice gentle exfoliator, and the link for that is also down below. Again, not an affiliate link or anything like that, but just thought I'd mention that in case you want to go check them out. I also have their face masks, a couple of their face masks, which I love as well. I don't know, I just like this brand and figured I'd give this product a little shout out. But back to the palettes, I have this Maybelline The Burgundy Bar palette. I just haven't got around to using it, but it is a nice, cute little palette, so I picked it up. I don't know, it's pretty, it's cute. I also have this Smashbox Cover Shot palette. It's called the Bold Eye palette. I saw this palette online and I had to pick it up. It's a bright palette, obviously. It's like a rainbow palette, and it has this cream shade and then this galaxy sparkly looking shade down here. I don't know, it was bright and it caught my attention. Do I use it? Not really, but am I gonna get rid of it? No, because those days eventually one day when I do want to pop a color, this is my girl right here, you know what I'm saying? Also, this packaging, like, can you guys see that? I'm in love. I got a shot today and my arm is literally so sore. Usually I get it in my right arm, but today they were like, no, we're gonna do it in your left arm today. So I don't know. I almost dropped my palettes. It hurts so bad. My arm is like, I'm being a baby. I am being a baby right now. I am sorry. I am sorry. Also, I'm sorry if I'm being kind of quiet. You know, it is like, what, 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and I'm recording this video, trying not to wake up my mother. So, sorry if this video is kind of boring. Also, I'm just gonna casually drink out of my Lego Batman cup, okay? So next I have this Maybelline Total Temptation Shadow and Highlighting Palette. I don't know, I kind of like the design of it. I thought the colors were kind of cute, and I just kind of wanted to check this out a lot. I got this when I got the Burgundy bar palettes, and I don't know, they're cute little palettes. So alright, next I have this Glam Air Unicorn Glitter Palette. I did a review on this a long time ago. Well, it feels like a long time ago, I don't know. But I love this palette. It is perfect for if you want to just pop some glitter on your lids. This is just a nice little variety of glitter shadows. Next from my Hush haul, I got this Beauty Creations Tease Me palette. Or wait, was it from my Hush haul? I don't think it was from my Hush haul. I think I bought this separately, but it is this little Tease Me palette, and the shades in here just really spoke to me. They just spoke to me on a different level, so I bought it and then never ended up using it. And last from this little section, I have a whole nother section, but last from this little section, I have two Maybelline Lemonade Craze eyeshadow palettes. Why do I have two? Can you guess? Well, one of them broke. I'm not sure which one broke first. Which one broke first? This one. Yep, this one broke first. So I got another one, and that one broke too. Yeah, this shade in particular, Sweet Tea, in both palettes just completely fell out, and I'm upset about it. It's whatever though. I do like this palette though. So that was that for the first section of my palettes. Now for the second section. Here we go. I'm gonna try to go a little faster this time. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I am just talking. I'm talking a lot. Okay, I'm sorry. Just bear with me, okay? So next I have this Bad Habit Retro Love and Bad Habit Aura palettes. These are dupes for the Subculture palette. Well, this is a dupe for the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you can clearly tell, it's a dupe, you know what I'm saying. And this one is a dupe for the Anastasia Prism palette, as you can tell. I do love the formula of these palettes, honestly. I think they are so worth it. And why spend $42 when you could spend $10 and get the same shades? You know, I mean, it kind of sucks that they did copy the brand's Anastasia's idea, but like, I'm all about saving that money, girl. Next, I have this Colored Raine Queen of Hearts eyeshadow palette. I used all eyeshadows in this palette to create one eye look, and it was bold, it was messy, it was a time, okay? But I do love this palette. It is pricey. I believe it's like $54, 50 something dollars. It's a pricey palette, but it blends beautifully on the eyes, and the shimmers are just gorgeous, and I really am glad I did pick up this palette. This is one of those palettes I do reach for quite often. Next, I have this Creepy Cute palette by Stroke Cosmetics. How could I not buy this? I don't know. It's just, these colors are just so bright and vivid and beautiful. I had to pick this up. Next, I have this Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. I got this for Christmas, actually. Have not used it yet. I know. I'm a horrible makeup lover person. I know. I really do need to start doing colorful eye looks because I have so many colorful, bright palettes I could be using right now. I'm just get stuck in my neutral tones, and it's a problem. Next, I have this Too Faced Gingerbread Cookie eyeshadow palette from like their Summer 16 collection, I believe. And these two shades specifically is why I keep this palette. Like, are you kidding me? Do you see how bright? Sparkly, beautiful, glittery goodness. And I think I got eyeshadow on me, and I cannot get rid of this palette for that reason. I just love those two shadows. The rest of the shadows, they're okay, they're fine, but like these two are why this palette is still in my collection, you know what I'm saying? Next, I have this Tardies Pro Palette. I am glad I picked this one up too because I did get a lot of use out of it, and I will continue getting a lot of use out of it. It's just a beautiful, nice palette, and I don't know, it smells good. I don't know how to describe the smell, but I just like it, okay? I just like it. I used to use this palette all the time. It is a beautiful palette. Next is the Zulu by Juvia's beautiful palette. I also have the Deuce Goose palette by Juvia's. These two, they are beautiful, they are pigmented, they are lovely. I also have the Saharan 2 palette by Juvia's and the Festival palette by Juvia's. I will be keeping these for because I don't know, they're cute. They're compact. That sounded inappropriate. Compact, and I don't know, I just like them. They're colorful and they're cute and I can't get rid of them. This is not an eyeshadow palette, but this is in my palette section. Did a whole video on this if you want to go check that out. Alright, I also have the Magic palette by Juvia's and the Masquerade, the Masquerade palette by Juvia's. Can you tell I like Juvia's place? They're just so visually appealing, like, are you kidding me right now? If you have not already, I highly suggest at least picking up one of Juvia's Place palettes and just trying them out. If you like them, buy more. Or go crazy like me and buy all of them. Alright, next I have the 25B and the 25A by Morphe. These were limited edition palettes. I think they sell these in their normal packaging now. I could be wrong. I think this was just limited edition packaging. I don't know, I could be totally wrong, but I do have these two palettes. I used to use them a lot, don't use them anymore. They're just kind of neutral and kind of boring, not gonna lie. Alright, I also have the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition 21 color eyeshadow and highlighter palette. Don't use it, but I mean, I got it. This one is a good one, you guys. The BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. This right here, first off, the layout is just like, I don't know, I think it's beautiful. And these shimmers are so highly pigmented and just absolutely gorgeous, you guys. If you have not picked this up, I'm not sure if this is still available, but if it is, you need to go pick it up because such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. Let me just swatch Taurus because that's what I am. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, these are so pigmented and beautiful, and I cannot say enough good things about this palette. It truly is amazing. Alrighty, next we have this little Morphe magnetic palette. These are all Coastal Scents eyeshadows that I purchased. It's not really an eyeshadow palette, but like it kind of is, so like just thought I'd mention that. I have the Morphe 35F palette. Beautiful shimmers, beautiful colors. It's a good palette. I also have the 35P, very purpley, very cute. And then my most used, wait no, what? My 35O palette like fell like way back in my, it just fell, okay? So I have to get that. But I also have the 35T palette, just a taupe palette. Perfect for fall, I feel. Okay, it took some work, but I got my 35O palette right here. It has gotten a lot of love. This was the first eyeshadow palette I really had that I remember having anyway. Like, this was it for me. I use this all the time and a lot of memories with this palette. Not gonna get into it because I'll cry, but yeah. And then last but not least, this little tiny group of eyeshadow palettes I just never use. They hide in this little drawer and they never get to come out and see the light of day, and I am so sorry to them for this, and I am sorry to my bank account for spending money on these things and never using them, but here we go. Alright, so first I have the Naked Urban Decay Heat palette. This is very, very, very warm tone, and I'm not a warm tone lover. Like, I'm not obsessed with warm tones really, and these are just really reddy shades, which I don't feel look good on me, so that's why I don't really use this one too much. I also have the Urban Decay Naked palette, which is actually the total opposite and very cool toned. I just don't use it, no particular reason, honestly. I just don't use it, but like I have it because I'm never gonna get rid of this palette because I don't think they sell it anymore, and I need this. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it, okay? Because I hoard makeup even though I know I'm not gonna use it, okay? Just don't judge me. Next I have this Shan XO BH Cosmetics Collab palette. Like, this is the eyeshadow portion anyway. Yeah, I mean, cute little palette. Just, you know, again, don't use it. And then the other side's a lip palette, which I definitely don't use because I don't use lip palettes. Next I have this BH Cosmetics 12 color eyeshadow palette. Yeah. And the infamous Too Faced The Power of Makeup by Nikkietutorials palette. Actually, this palette did get a lot of love when I first bought it. I used to use these blushes combined all the time, and this in my crease and this to deepen my crease all the time. Used to use this shade Wanted for my brows, and used to set my eyes with this Ivy shade before I went in with eyeshadow. This palette got a lot of love, but the internet did not like it so much. Next I have this Throw Kindness Around Like Confetti palette by Tarte. Oops. Cute little, I don't know, cute little travel palette. Another cute little travel palette I have is this Black Tie Attire palette by Lorac Cosmetics. Just this little, again, cute little travel palette. And next we have this Lorac The Pirates of the Caribbean palette. Yes. I just don't use this because the packaging is really bulky, you know? So like, it has no place on my vanity or with my other palettes because of how big it is, so I just kind of shove it in a drawer and then forget about it. Last but not least, as far as I know, is this Naked 3 Urban Decay palette. Now this one has got a lot of love, and this shade is just completely gone. My friend Alexis actually gave this to me, and it is a beautiful palette, and they are shades I would go for. I don't know why I don't use it, honestly. Again, I don't know why I don't use a lot of these palettes I have. I just don't. But I need to. So that is about it, you guys. That is my palette collection. Again, sorry for being quiet and a little boring. I'm just really trying not to be loud and obnoxious like usual and wake my mom up. So sorry about that. But I do hope you enjoyed seeing all of my palettes, and the collection is going to continue to grow because I am obsessed with makeup, and I'll continue to buy things I won't use because I have problems, and it's whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share with your friends, comment down below, and follow my Instagram, which will be right over my face right now. Anyway, I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.